Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Saturday, March 12th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for the day for the collective, all 12 signs. So just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. As I struggle to say, doesn't. And as well, I want to thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Don't hesitate to do so if you haven't done so already. This is the second time I've had to attempt this reading. The first time just was such a struggle. Don't be afraid throughout the Saturday to start over. In general, interesting, it's coming through in a larger sense, but also in a smaller sense. Small tasks, you know, if you're trying to accomplish work in one way, shape, or form, excuse me, the struggle is a bit real at times, but own it, okay? The overall message for the Saturday channeled from Spirit, radiant energy, and I can see why I was pushed to redo this reading or take a second attempt, because my energy is more radiant than it was in the first attempt. I think I was still waking up. Anyways, we're going to pull an oracle card for each quarter of the day from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck, and then we'll further clarify and speak upon each quarter, each card, with the Animal Tarot deck. Okay? Alrighty. To begin for this upcoming Saturday for my beautiful collective. Okay, what else do we have? We got one. And what else do we have? Beautiful. Okay, we have all four here. Yeah, there's going to be a magical vibe about the day, at the very least exuding from oneself. You're going to find that even certain people you cross paths with throughout the day, we say you're running errands, you could be working or just migrating in one way, shape, or form. They're saying even when you're just going on a walk, people just seem very angelic, or just that's the vibe in the air. Things feel light, things feel a little bit healthier than they have in the past few days or weeks, and people just seem to be more at ease. Beautiful. I feel like a lot of people may be very one with their spirit guides or their connection to the spiritual realm, or just be taking it easy in one way, shape, or form, at the very least mentally. Okay. Yeah, there's a focus on accepting a change or multiple in your life. It could even be a soul internal change in one way, shape, or form with the acceptance card. But we do have an underlying focus on renewing oneself, renewing your energy, right? To feel magical, to radiate a level of peace and contentment moving forward. Peace keeps coming up in these readings. For some of you, it's preparation to be the true leader you're meant to be, or just to make the best out of a leadership position. But either way, we're beginning the day in the spread with stillness, reflecting pool. Don't be surprised if you begin this day, this Saturday, by reflecting, okay? Maybe on past choices, past situations. For some of you, it's a situation similar to what you're about to get wrapped up in or make the best out of. It could be more to do with a dream you had or two, or just what Spirit's communicating, if you hear them clearly. There is a focus on a tattoo or multiple for a select few of you throughout this first quarter. But naturally, with the stillness card, it's the first quarter where you're doing some reflecting, you're doing some thinking, you're getting ready, you're starting your day. It feels like a bit slowly for the majority of us. Pace yourself, don't rush it, right? It's meant to be a very somewhat relaxing day. It could be productive, of course, but healing. Feeling very confident, but very passionate, but not feeling the ultra need, interesting wording, the need in general to over exude or force oneself, or force it in general energy-wise. It just comes to be naturally. I need to have patience with what you're reflecting upon at this time. With the progression of the day, have patience with oneself as you're trying to get ready to embark upon whatever you want to achieve throughout this day, even if it's very minimal. It just feels like the struggle could be real, and therefore being pushed to accept and be one with the stillness that is just very present throughout this first quarter. Okay, there's a need to, and a reminder throughout the day that Some of you could be a little bit crabby to begin the day. So be it. Just, work on kind of jumping out of that way of being, because it is a day where you're meant to exude radiant energy, and you'll see other people feeling that way as well once again. But it's a day that's meant to implement, we're meant to implement a bit of balance or gain that back, as I said that so quickly. Okay. Reflecting and healing upon some of the faster days that we've experienced recently. Activation to move right along. Activating a realization within oneself, potentially. It could have to do with a lack of money or where you don't fit in one way, shape, or form. A realization for some of you, connecting to the first quarter of the day somewhat, as to why you didn't fit in fully to a past situation, okay? That no longer is relevant for you, but could be in regards to connecting to a future situation, a future change / choice. 10 of Wands. We have the 10 of Wands coming out for this activation card, and it feels like an activation happens within you to feel a bit lighter, to relieve oneself of that heavy energy. It's like a spark happens, right, within your mind, within your soul, and you're just like, okay, I can do this moving forward in my daily routine, or just, I've been doing this that's making things a bit heavier, or this energy, this situation hasn't been helping me with maintaining or bringing back a lightness, an airiness, an angelic feeling. And it's just this day that reminds us to continuously reevaluate oneself and our surroundings, who and what we wrap ourselves up with, to feel light and healthy, right? Don't we owe it to oneself? That's how we have that radiant energy, right? Of course, you can to an extent, or fully even within heaviness, certain difficulties, but it's so much easier. They're saying it's 10 times easier within lighter energy, right? So let's make it as easy as possible for oneself and for other people. The Empress coming out, and an activation happens within you. A reminder why you want to begin something, take a leap of faith, or give birth to a new project, business, hobby, a new move of residence, something of the sort. Whatever you feel like giving birth to at this time, feeling it's just intuitively right for you, it feels like this activation is out of respect for that. It's like sort of preparation, if you will, or just connects to it in one way, shape, or form. I need to renew oneself in a lot of ways to heal, to feel a lot lighter before you make that change or give birth to whatever that is for you. Okay. They're saying, think of a crane. As I'm looking at this Empress card, is this a crane? You tell me. Spirit's saying it is. Their elegance will teach you something. Okay. We are moving on to passage for the third quarter of the day. A passage to where you're meant to go. Okay. That's what I'm getting already with the King of Swords. It's like the gates are opening. You're starting to see the way in this third quarter of the day, or just getting pieces to the puzzle as to how to acquire where you're meant to head, right? It's almost, I'm seeing a door come to be in front of me. Very, very interesting. And it's made out of puzzle pieces, and there's a few pieces missing. And it's almost as if in this third quarter, this is fascinating to me. You're getting another puzzle piece or another couple, and that door is starting to fully come together and for you to walk through. It's this day that gives you that vibe where you're ready to almost walk through that door and just begin a new life or embark upon a new situation, as they just guided me to look at this golden door of light on the front of this oracle deck. Wow, that's beautiful. They're saying these are the moments when you should be proud of your spirituality. The King of Swords coming out to remind you that you have what it takes to make the best out of this door opening, this opportunity, this chance to start fresh, or just to create something new, okay? Whatever it ends up being for you, it just feels like being aligned with the stillness card, you're almost stopped in your tracks in a still kind of manner to, obviously, to... they're saying not obviously, but to examine that door and just kind of accept that it's a step-by-step process to earn that door opening, not to just be gifted it as you maybe once or several times were by the universe, okay? But with the King of Swords as well being reminded that you need to utilize your knowledge, they're saying your noggin, to your wits, to continuously put together those puzzle pieces and then even further continue. It's like preparation to remind you it's not going to be without effort, right? Utilizing your knowledge and wisdom, once again, experiences, to make this door opening, this new experience, whatever it is for you, this birthing, successful, okay? They're doing it for the benefit of your future, your situation, but we finish up the day with generosity. They're saying taste the sweetness, because we have maple spirit. Taste the sweetness to finish up the day, or making you ready to do so, of giving back. Okay? Spirit's been very generous in a lot of ways is what they're saying, and it's time for you to recognize the benefits of helping others. And I think you do. It could be through your business, your project, your hobby, whatever you're trying to give birth to potentially. Recognizing the true benefits, the fulfillment that you gain, and even the karma that comes back around in a beautiful way from helping others. With the Queen of Swords, it's a day that just reminds you when helping other people, it helps you, right? It fulfills oneself. But it just feels like on one end you could be pushed to recognize who and what needs to be cut out before that door fully opens for you, yes. But the Queen of Swords is also coming through as this is like that final stage of the day where you're pushed to release that feistiness that's been within you, or that defensiveness, right? With the Queen of Swords can typically come through in that way. And to just embrace this sort of gentle way of being, and focus on the generosity that you've been putting forth recently, or being pushed to by spirit. The sweetness of they keep saying this, the sweetness of the end of this day will just light you up, will give you a sense of comfort. It will just, they're showing me an emoji, the one where it's smiling with the blushed cheeks, that kind of feeling, right? Where you're feeling good, you're feeling complimented, you're just feeling kind of warm and fuzzy inside. That's the point of the end of the day, okay? Eight of Wands, a lot of communication as well, especially through your business if you run one. And being reminded that there's so much to celebrate moving forward. As I get a little bit emotional, don't be surprised if that happens to you as well. But being aligned with the activation card is as if you're reactivating a realization within oneself, or just a side of you that loves to help people, that knows everything's going to work out. And it just feels like a very successful day where you are, for the most part, radiating beautiful energy, seeing other people do so as well, and being reminded that you're protected all the meanwhile as you do what's best for you, and you see your life pan out as it's meant to, as a door gets ready to open, activations take place with a hint of stillness, a hint of generosity, but definitely a lot of radiant energy, okay? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hoping you have an amazing Saturday, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye.